right here in Conway, New Hampshire, and the newly crowned Empire Pro Light Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. He won it in a three-way dance last night in Everett High School in the Rage in the Cage. Now tell him quickly what you're gonna do tonight here in Conway.
Let me tell you something, Brickhouse Baker. I didn't come all the way up here to Conway, New Hampshire to lose this belt that I worked real hard for. I'm gonna do what I have to do to make sure that I remain the Empire Pro Wrestling Light Heavyweight Champion.
Okay, you got it right here from Superbad Steve Bradley. Be there tonight.
We're back here, Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you right here from Conway, New Hampshire, the big one. That's right, the Night of Champions right here. All the great professional wrestlers in the independent network are going to be on the card tonight, and we're going to roll down this one with the big one for the Light Heavyweight Wrestling Championship right here. As you can see in the ring now, Superbad Steve Bradley against Brickhouse Baker, the candlestick maker, as he goes to a drop down now into a big hip toss. And it's a switch up now as Superbad Steve Bradley, great contender right here. I just see him over the top rope with that big clothesline. And it looks like he's going hot and heavy here in the early stages of this match. Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you right here from Conway, New Hampshire. Oh, a reverse moonsault off the top rope there. As you can see, Superbad Steve Bradley. Oh, no stranger to that move. That's his big move. As he rolls him back into the ring now, it's Superbad Steve Bradley. He's keeping it hot and heavy now, and he's keeping right on that body, big chest. And a kick down with a reverse moonsault now as Superbad Steve Bradley mixing it up here in Conway, New Hampshire. Big lineup tonight. You're going to see the Heavyweight Championship match, EPW, King Kong Bundy. That's right, defending that title against the New Age Quebecer, Pierre the Mountie. In the ring tonight, our official referee Paul King. Off the ropes now as Superbad Steve Bradley now. He's trying to set him up for a hip toss. Oh, he cleaned his clock with that one, fans. He cleaned his clock with that one. That's a big clothesline by Brickhouse Baker. This man has a prestigious background in the New England area. That's right. He's wrestled all the big names. Brickhouse Baker down there in the old New Bedford area where he started out. And he's traveled quite intensely around the New England area. And many battles up and down these coasts with Superbad Steve Bradley for this coveted Light Heavyweight Championship that we all know is a stepping stone to the EPW Heavyweight Championship here in Empire Pro Wrestling. And I'm the voice of Empire Pro Wrestling, often imitated but never duplicated. It's Rocky Raymond coming at you. Full of color, that's right. This week we got all the great matches. We got an intergender match with the Irish Leprechaun going into the ring against Aaron Morrison /ring. He sets the rings up and he wrestles also. That's right, it's Aaron Morrison, and he's going to be in that intergender match coming up, as well as many more matches. We got the #1 contender championship match. That will be the championship match. That'll be the end of the program. The #1 contender will get a championship match. The winner of the Bundy Mountie match. That's right, we keep it going hot and heavy here in Empire Pro Wrestling as Superbad Steve Bradley hits him with a couple of right hands to the breadbasket and one upstairs, but Brickhouse Baker retaliates, comes down with one right across the bridge of the nose. And the manager of Brickhouse Baker, the Coyote of Empire Pro Wrestling, Christopher Grand, that's right. Sneaky man from Texas. Oh yeah, he's buying up all the property here at Empire Pro Wrestling. He must have a rich aunt or a rich grandmother, one or the other, because he's bought the contract of King Kong Bundy. As you know, King Kong Bundy, EPW heavyweight champion, as he defeated the Mountie in North Andover for that coveted title, as well as many more champions have held that EPW title. You know, Axe Demolition, he's been in the EPW Ring Wars, as well as the Warlord, Astro Man. The Mash Raider held that title for a short period of time, losing it up in the Speedway this past summer, as well as many more champions. You know, Empire Pro Wrestling is one of the oldest sanctioned independent wrestling networks in all of New England, and we get a pretty good attendance, more or less. We got a good average of attendance here in the Independent Network, because, you know, we had a couple of bad ones also. But we have a great crowd here in Conway, New Hampshire, up here in the mountains. Oh, it's a cold one up here. They got the hot chocolate brewing. They got it all going. As soon as Steve Bradley finds himself on the mat, Brickhouse Baker down across the... Oh, that's down below the family jewels with a headbutt into the lower abdomen. As our referee Paul King, he slides into first base for just a 2 count. As Brickhouse Baker, #1 contender for this light heavyweight championship, wants to go on for the heavyweight belt. Always going up to that top rope. This man, he's unbelievable. His agility and ability on that top rope is none. Here we go. None other than the big elbow. There it is. He takes no backseat to those ropes. That's right. Much like the Johnny Rods of the old WWF, he can walk those ring ropes. He's got the experience, Brickhouse Baker. He's got many years in the wrestling business. And he loves to come off that top rope with the big elbow. And Brickhouse Baker now really putting it to Steve Bradley, trying to make a big comeback. And outside the ring, it's Christopher Grand, the Coyote. Oh, he's hitting him in the midsection now. And a rake across the eyes. A blatant eye rake by Brickhouse Baker, the candlestick maker. These matches are sanctioned and supervised by the Empire Pro Wrestling Committee. That's right. We get together, we put them together. And tonight's lineup goes way on and beyond for an independent wrestling show. The Night of Champions here in Conway, New Hampshire. We got Superbad Steve Bradley in the opener for the light heavyweight championship. And coming up, we got the El Mascarado Kid USA showdown. That's the #1 contender championship match too. They will get a championship match, the winner of that one, as well as the Irish Leprechaun in an intergender match against Aaron Morrison. And then we're gonna go on to see the world famous clown, the world famous wrestling clown will meet the Rotten Man, as well as the main event for tonight's Supercard. It's the heavyweight championship, EPW style, with King Kong Bundy, and he'll be meeting the New Age Quebecer, Pierre the Mountie. And the final match of the evening will have Sweet Scott Ashworth in a #1 contending championship match against Hercules Hernandez Jr. Boy, what a move coming up here. Hold on, he's got him up in that fireman's carry. Oh, is that the snowplow? There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still EPW champion, Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you right here in Conway, New Hampshire. And we got the former light heavyweight champion, because last night he was defeated in that cage match at Rage in the Cage. And we also have great words. What do you got to say about Spanish?
So, my Spanish speaking, mi gente, yo vine de Puerto Rico, perdí el título en una cage match. Estaba luchando 2 personas y se metió otro. Me tuvieron que dar con una silla para sacarme de ahí. Pero esta noche aquí en Conway, New Hampshire, yo voy a coger a este tipo que me va a meter una pela, porque I'm going to come back to take my title aquí.
Okay, we got it right here. Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you tonight in Conway, New Hampshire. Be there.
Esto de Puerto Rico, ya tú sabes, papá, esto es lo que hay, candela nada más.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you right here in North Conway. We got a big light heavyweight championship #1 contendership match coming up with Kid USA against the Puerto Rican superstar El Mascarado. All these great matches, as you may know. We're coming at you from coast to coast and border to border on AT&T broadband. And I'm your announcer, often imitated but never duplicated, Rocky Raymond, where anything is liable to happen and usually does right here in Empire Pro Wrestling. In the ring, the official Paul King. That's right. And we got a great match coming up with you. So keep your eyes posted because this match is going to be fast and furious. These two light heavyweights have been battling for this championship. As you know, El Mascarado, a former EPW light heavyweight wrestling champion, going back and forth with Brickhouse Baker, Steve Bradley, as well as El Mascarado, all holding that title and having many feuds up and down the East Coast. As you can see, Kid USA with the reversal now. El Mascarado back at the headlock. This match is so fast and furious. These light heavyweights, much like the X division in the new NWA TNA that maybe many of you people might be watching on TV, because you know you have the WWE and the TNA, and there's not much wrestling other than the independent networks that are locally in New England and around the world. And you know there's a lot of independent networks, not to be confused with Empire Pro Wrestling, the oldest independent network in all of New England, starting out doing the professional wrestling shows many years ago back in Chelsea at the Chelsea Armory. 1983 to be exact, after the great tour, the Rocky Raymond tour of the NWA, coming back from Florida, opening up the Empire Pro Wrestling Network. As you can see in the corner now, El Mascarado with an uppercut now, looks like brazed across the nose of Kid USA. This match is for the #1 contender slot for the EPW Light Heavyweight Wrestling Championship, held now by Superbad Steve Bradley. As you saw in that last match, he put that, if you will, that finishing move. Oh boy, that was a hard move on the back of the neck of Brickhouse Baker, making these many injuries. You got to watch out for these neck injuries in professional wrestling, because you know that neck is a very dangerous area in pro wrestling. Many injuries with these pile driver type moves, as well as many of the other dangerous moves that are in professional wrestling. So keep these moves for the pros. Don't be practicing any of these moves at home on your sister, your brother, your aunt, or your mother. Please keep these moves for the professionals. As you can see now, El Mascarado going behind with the go-behind headlock, reverse headlock if you will. And the referee Paul King looking on very intently, watching this match, because he knows that this match is a very important match for these two opponents in EPW, because the #1 contender slot, a very vital area here in EPW. As you can see, that great crowd here in Conway, New Hampshire. That's right, we got the DARE program up here. Say No to Drugs right here in Conway, New Hampshire. It's a great yearly show we do up here. And we get a great crowd up here in Conway, New Hampshire. As you can see them getting behind Kid USA, as El Mascarado, after being defeated in Everett last night, basically becoming to be a little more aggressive after losing that professional wrestling championship. As you see, Kid USA now, 2 elbows to the midsection now of El Mascarado. There's the moves that give you the cauliflower ears. That's right, those side headlocks, the grinding across the bone area of the forearm across the eardrum. It makes it a little hard to hear at times. As you can see, Paul King, our referee for this light heavyweight #1 contender championship lowdown for the showdown. That's right, the winner of this match will be the #1 contender for the light heavyweight wrestling championship, held by Superbad Steve Bradley, as you saw in the first match. A great opening match here in Empire Pro Wrestling. And this one has proven to be pretty aggressive now, but El Mascarado, as you can see, he's going behind there, grabbing that air and the hair, pulling him right down to the canvas. There's that veteran type style, because he was on the other side, Paul King, blindsided by that as he jumps around to see if that's a chokehold. We have some great matches coming up too. The big championship match with King Kong Bundy, 550 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. This man's been all over the WWF, as well as all the other wrestling organizations throughout the world. Mr. Bundy started at a very young age and has been all the way around the world, Texas, Tennessee, all the hotbeds down there, USWA, all the great wrestling areas. But he's going to be right here tonight, Empire Pro Wrestling. As you can see, El Mascarado moving around now. Locked down on them hip tosses, and it looks like Kid USA getting the upper hand now. Ducking the clothesline into that back kick by Kid USA. That's right, Kid USA, very extensive background in bodybuilding as well as professional wrestling. As you see him now putting the boots to the Puerto Rican superstar, El Mascarado. Down across the lower lumbar of that back. That's where it hurts 2 or 3 vertebrae when you come down across the back. That professional wrestling ring can be your tag team partner. It can also be your foe. As you can see, Kid USA with the go behind headlock, or reverse headlock, if you will. And our referee Paul King checking for a chokehold. Oh, this great match coming up. I can't wait to see this one. The Irish Leprechaun. Oh, he's got a match. He's challenged anyone in Empire Pro Wrestling. Big, tall, it doesn't matter. He's going to defend that small man's championship, if you will, against Aaron Morrison. That's right. Slash ring crew. That's right. This man sets the rings up and he wrestles. Oh, there's a big jawbreaker now. El Mascarado driving the jaw down on Kid USA down to that shoulder area. Rearranging that cheekbone, if you will. Oh, into that top turnbuckle number 1. And it looks like Kid USA is starting to slow down. Oh, a big slap across the face of Kid USA, and he's getting a little more dazed by the moment. These matches, I tell you, much like the X division in the NWA, these guys aren't the biggest guys in the world, but they got the tenacity of the bulldog. Oh, yeah. 2 little pit bulls in the ring right now. As El Mascarado rolls him over, come down with a big leg drop across the bicep of Kid USA. See that El Mascarado using the hair, being a little more aggressive. That's not the usual tactics of El Mascarado. Usually tends to using his aerial activity as well as his ring savvy. He usually doesn't pull the hair, but he's been pulling the hair in the airs tonight. But he must be a little upset about last night's Rage in the Cage that we had in Everett, where he lost that title, Superbad Steve Bradley, as well as this gentleman in the ring right here. Kid USA was in that cage also, in that 3-way dance in the cage. But this match going on to the future. #1 contender for the light heavyweight championship, held by Superbad Steve Bradley, young rookie in the Empire Pro Wrestling. See him in the weeks to come. I'm sure he'll be coming up the pike soon in the WWE. I believe he's down in the Ohio Valley, wrestling down there with the training camp, with WWE training camp. As you can see, El Mascarado back in the ring now with a leg drop across Kid USA. And the referee, Paul King, just a 2 count. This match has been fast and furious as El Mascarado with a snap mare going off the ropes now. Oh, big drop kick to the back of the neck, and that one should have shook the cage of Kid USA. A little scrambled up in the brain as it is. Off the ropes again. Oh, a drop kick to the chest now by El Mascarado. One of the great superstars here in EPW. Don't get fooled with all the other independents now. Empire Pro Wrestling, the oldest section and independent network that goes through New England and around the world, going back to 1983. That's right. And the coveted EPW Heavyweight Championship. It is a real championship. It's not a replica belt. It's not a belt that was bought in a magazine. It's been worn by all the great stars here in Empire Pro Wrestling, as well as Axe Demolition, the Warlord, Astro Man from the Dominican Republic, as well as many more. I believe King Kong Bundy, that's right. He's going to be defending that title tonight. As you can see, Kid USA turning on now against El Mascarado. Irish whip off the ropes now. Oh, big drop kick now, sending El Mascarado reeling. The Puerto Rican superstar finds himself just into a 2 count now as our referee, Paul King, the official in the ring. Let's Kid USA send him up now for a pinning combination as El Mascarado claps the ears with the legs. Putting the boots now to El Mascarado. Kid USA getting a little vicious on his own. He's trying to get him ready now. He's trying to scoop him up. No inside cradle. And it's just another 2 count as our referee, Paul King, right on top of the business in the ring. And Kid USA comes up with a devastating clothesline, sending El Mascarado down. Oh, these matches are fast and furious here. This is the Light Heavyweight Championship showdown. It's the lowdown for the #1 contender. And these two have been battling up and down these coasts as well, as he drops 2 hard knees into the chest of El Mascarado. Kid USA rolls him up. Little rolling thunder there. Shades of Rob Van Dam, but not quite. As you can see, El Mascarado now, he's on the back now. He's on the receiving end of Kid USA. And he's winding it up now, Kid USA. And there it is. See, there's that aggressive tactics by the El Mascarado. He raked the eyes and come up with a couple of right hands of his own. He's taken enough of this dirty tactics as he shoots him into the ropes now, setting him up now. Sidewalk slam by the Puerto Rican sensation. And he just gets a 2 count now as the stamina and strength of the Kid USA, proven to be double tough here in this match. Oh yeah, they're not going to give it up easy here. This is a stepping stone for the big one. That's right, the EPW Heavyweight Championship, worn by the 550-pound King Kong Bundy. He's the man that broke Hulk Hogan's back many, many moons ago, stepping on his back. 550 pounds, he's fought them all, wrestled them all throughout the WWE, as well as the Texas, Tennessee area, as well as any other wrestling area. I believe King Kong Bundy been over to Japan a couple of times as well. And he's going to be here tonight. Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you, bringing you the best wrestling, the independent wrestling here in New England and around the world. As you saw El Mascarado with that back suplex on Kid USA. And it looks like these two men are starting to wear down like a battery. Their meters are going way down here as this match has been going on now for some 7 or 8 minutes. And it looks like the conditioning is starting to wear on both of these men. Oh, he turns it into a head scissors now. That Kid USA coming up with an aerial move of his own. And El Mascarado finds himself, oh, he might be setting him up for that, oh, not the Valley Driver. Oh, no, he turned it into a power bomb. Just a 2 count there. Kid USA had that man up in the fireman's carry, turning into a power bomb. There's that great ability on these young wrestlers' moves. Oh, that's a bad one there, right down across the spine of the back as El Mascarado. Oh, he had him in a headlock, and El Mascarado used that ring to his advantage. And he slammed Kid USA's spine right down. Oh, there's another Rolling Thunder. Just another 2 count. No, that was a 3 count, fans.
Conway, New Hampshire, we got the Leprechaun here tonight, and he's going to take on anyone in Empire Pro Wrestling. You got an open contract, right?
Anyone.
You take a full-size guy?
You got it.
Big guy?
I want to prove to them.
Big guy.
You got it. I'll take a big guy. I want to prove to them, to get this belt, it doesn't matter. I will walk up and down you. I fought them for 15 years in this business to get this, and I don't care if you're big, if you're short, you're fat, you're thin. I don't care. Even bring your sisters on. I don't care. I'll take you on. Anyone, anytime, any place.
Will you wrestle the real Boston Bad Boy?
If he wants to step in the ring with the Leprechaun, but I really don't want to show him up because...
Will you wrestle the real Boston Bad Boy?
Nah, I won't. Well, he's a good guy, I won't.
Okay, you heard it right here in Conway tonight. He has an open contract for large wrestlers, small wrestlers, anyone in that dressing room. He has an open contract. Be there.
We're back at Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you. And you can see this one. This is going to be an intergender match. That's right. We got a big man against a small man right here. And you can see the little man champion, the Irish Leprechaun, getting in the ring right now. I'll do a little dance for you here, Conway. And we got the opponent of the mighty midget, Aaron Morrison. He's going to try to take that championship from him. Oh, this is going to be a funny one. I can't see this one, man. You never watch out for these midgets of ever. Oh, watch out there, referee. Watch out for your, watch out. These midgets are very tricky.
Okay, this one's call for the Small People's Championship. We're going to give this young rookie a chance to be the midget champion.
I don't think
As you can see, the Irish Leprechaun, he doesn't think so. The referee get down there to check the ring attire. Oh, don't look down. Watch out now. This ain't a little peep show. A little peeply-weeply. And Aaron Morrison, the local wrestler here in the Independent Network, wrestling here and there and everywhere, if you will. And we're up at Conway, New Hampshire. We got the Small People Championship match. The big man against the little man right here at Empire Pro Wrestling. We bring it all to you. Wow, watch out. There's a power difference there as Aaron Morrison, Carl elbow. Oh, now the man wants to do a little do-si-do. I might have seen a little dance like that down at the Squire. Here in Rio. Oh, watch out now. There's that collar and elbow, that power. Oh, my goodness. The mighty midget here. Oh, he got him by his nips, and those aren't the cheese nips. Oh, no. He's clamping down now. That little perverted midget. Oh, a big chop across the chest now. And a second chop now. Look at this midget go. Oh, no one home there. Oh, looks to be on a little dizzy mode here. Watch it now, watch him. Oh, he's twisting his feet around. Holy cannoli. He's got his feet backwards here. What's going on here? Talk about walking backwards. Oh, look at this, he falls down backwards now. He wants the referee to fix him. Looks to be that this mighty midget might be a little double jointed, the little grobbler. Big slam now by Aaron Morrison. Oh, this looks like WrestleMania 1 when King Kong Bundy dropped the big elbow on Little Beaver. Big elbow now across the chest of the Irish Leprechaun. Looks to be out. Oh, he's conscious. Gets his shoulder up. Look at Aaron Morrison putting the boots now to this mighty midget. Off the ropes now. Look at this man, Aaron Morrison. Nobody home here. Well, the midget had the sense to get out of the way of that one. That would have been Goodnight Irene. Oh, big headbutt. He headbutted him with the size of that head. It looked like about a 55-inch block. He got him up in an airplane spin. Look at the strength of this mighty midget. Holy cannoli. He looks to be all disoriented now. He looks to be looking. He's going up to that top rope now, the Irish Leprechaun. Look at the legs on this grobbler. Holy oh, he got him with a flying body press. It's all over. Call a cab for Aaron Morrison. He just got beat by a midget.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the Irish Leprechaun.
He just got beat by a groveling midget. The Irish Leprechaun.
What can I say? You want to play with the champion?
Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you tonight in Conway. We're going to be here with Doink the Clown. He's the man with all the funny moves. Okay, you got it. He'll be here tonight in Conway. Be there.
Okay, this match already joined in progress right here. Empire Pro Wrestling, the world famous wrestling ground, meeting Johnny Rotten, the groveling man from I don't know where, with no ring attire, no ring boots, a groveling t-shirt, and no physique whatsoever. It looks like Doink the Clown stepping down across the foot of the Rotten man. Doink the Clown now sweeping him outside, and you see that ring experience of Doink the Clown. Just sweeping Rotten up like a bad habit. Double leg pickup by the world-famous wrestling clown. As Mr. Rotten finds himself on the canvas, what kind of boot attire is that? Looks like he might have stole those boots off a homeless person. As the world-famous wrestling clown comes down across the lower abdomen of the Rotten Man. And our referee for this evening's festivities, it's Paul King. That's right. EPW coming at you right here at Conway, New Hampshire for the DARE program. That's right, all the great officers up there. Once a year we do our yearly show to say no to drugs right here at our DARE program. And EPW, the oldest sanctioned independent wrestling show in New England, not to be confused with all these other imitators. They can't duplicate the quality of this great professional wrestling organization, Empire Pro Wrestling, who's been around since 1983. Going on now, you can see a great passing crowd here at Conway, New Hampshire, as the Rock Man starts chopping the world-famous clown, rams him into that ring post now, as the world-famous clown down now on the basketball floor. As you can see, Empire Pro Wrestling, there's no mats around the ring, fans. You go outside the ring and you fall on that hardwood floor. There's no padding here. As the world-famous clown seems to be a little upset here as he got rammed into that steel ring post. As you know, that ring can be your tag team partner, but it can be your foe too, as those steel corner posts and those ring turnbuckles, as well as those ring cables. As you can see, Mr. Rotten now putting the knees down in the midsection of the world-famous wrestling clown. And the law of averages right here in the Independent Pro Network. We get a good crowd on the law of averages, but we do have our ups and downs and crazy turnarounds in the Independent Network. That's right. Independent Pro Wrestling is thriving now. There's only two organizations, I believe, on TV. The NWA, TNA, Totally Nonstop Action, as well as the new WWE, which gets to be the same old, with all the great stars. They got Brock Lesnar, as well as all the new age wrestlers that are coming up. And it looks like there's an inexperience now. You see that inexperience trying to get a move on as the clown's still moving around now. He moves in that corner, kind of dosey-dose him into that corner. There's that ring experience of the world-famous wrestling clown sucking him into that corner. And this other gentleman doesn't seem to know what street he's on, and he doesn't have much ring attire. He doesn't borrow those tights and knee pads, as well as possibly stealing those wrestling amateur wrestling boots from a homeless person. Right in that corner now as the world-famous wrestling clown. Oh, rammed him into that corner like a bad habit. Boy, he faked the brick wall. He's going up for that world-famous move. Could it be the whoopee cushion? Could it be the whoopee cushion here by the world-famous clown? He's high. He's about 6 feet off the ground. He's up there, down across the chest now. There you have it, the world-famous wrestling clown.
Back here, Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you right here in Conway, New Hampshire. The new Empire Pro Wrestling champion, King Kong Bundy, with the 747 splash. He beat him down last night. You rocked him, you talked him, you even showed him a little ring experience. You don't need Nostradamus. You got Bundy in there. We called the future. We predicted what's going to happen. We said we were going to hold the gold of the EPW. And as always, we're men of our word. And Christopher Graham, the coyote, this guy here, he's buying up all the people here in Empire Pro Wrestling. What do you got, a bank account? What do you got, a rich grandmother? What do you got?
All you need to know is one thing, Mr. Raymond, and that is I'll spend the cash. I'll do whatever it takes to bring the names into this area to do the job that needs to be done. And I believe right now, we're 1 for 1.
A new Empire Pro Wrestling champion, King Kong Bundy. Be there tonight at Empire Pro Wrestling. It's going to be a great night of champions here in Conway. Be there. Mr. McGrath.
You know something, Mr. Bundy? I know from years of experience, you have been all over this world. So, you know, that kind of makes me believe that you're what we call a real intelligent, worldly kind of guy. So, I got a question I want to ask you. In New Hampshire, if a husband and wife get divorced, legally, are they still brother and sister? Okay, very great taste. Great taste for Christopher Graham. Let's give a great round of applause for him. Boo! Okay.
We're back here, Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you with the big main event here on our Night of Champions right here.
He is the former EPW heavyweight champion, losing the title last night in Boston to King Kong Bundy. Let's hear it for Pierre the Monkey.
Oh, look at the size of the guns on this man. The New Age Quebecer. The Mountie, losing his title last night in Everett. Of course, in Empire Pro Wrestling, we give you a return match right away. And this is going to be a barn burner right here as Empire Pro Wrestling brings you the Night of Champions from Conway, New Hampshire, with the 555-pound King Kong Bundy, with the Coyote of Empire Pro Wrestling, Christopher Grand. It looks like Pierre the Mountie a little upset too. I tell you, all these wrestlers, they got a bad attitude. But watch out, because King Kong Bundy will adjust it for you. There's that coveted title, the EPW, oldest independent section championship in all New England. Oh, what are you doing there? Grabbing that belt back. You gotta win that belt, Pierre. You can't just take it. You got to pin the big man's shoulders down on the mat for the 1, 2, 3. Look at the size of the legs on King Kong Bundy. And his back. Look at the size of the shoulders and head. His back looks like a landing strip. A small landing strip. Maybe a Japanese size. As they tie up collar elbow now, it's King Kong Bundy and Pierre the Mountie sizing each other up here in the middle of the ring now. As Pierre the Mountie back him down to that corner now. Oh, a big forearm across the chest now of King Kong Bundy, and a second one now. A third in King Kong Bundy now. Oh, he's pulling him out of the corner, Irish whip. Oh, did you see that ring move? The ring move from one side to the other. Look at the size of this man. Look at the flesh on him. King Kong Bundy, EPW heavyweight champion. Pierre the Mountie now, an arm ringer, stretching him between the ropes. Oh, King Kong Bundy caught off guard. Big boot now, and a big right arm across the head of Pierre the Mountie. King Kong Bundy off those ropes. Oh, a big forearm. Clothesline sending Pierre the Mountie. Look at the size of his forearm. It looks like a log. Oh, a big boot to the midsection now as Pierre the Mountie tries to come back. Oh, he hits him with that 555-pound elbow. Putting the boots to him now. Oh, he's stepping down across the side of his head. You can crush a man's eardrum. You can crush his eardrum like that, referee. Get on him. Oh, but he comes back with another right hand. Another one in the midsection now. That's like hitting nowhere. There's more padding in that than the, oh my goodness. They're not gonna get nowhere like that. Working on that arm again now, Pierre the Mountie. Across that cable rope. Oh, that's a devastating move now, those cables, those steel cables up across the armpit. As you can see, the happy look on. You're wasting time now. There's that inexperience. This is a championship match. You should be right on your opponent. You're giving him time to recover. There's that inexperience of Pierre the Mountie. That may be one of the reasons why he lost that championship last night. And EPW, the committee, they always give the champions the first shot back when you lose the title. As they're going up now for a test of strength now, it's King Kong Bundy, the mammoth-sized man, against Pierre the Mountie. He's got a couple of guns on him alone. He's got a couple of good-sized guns. And he's well up there as far as height, too. There's no height differential, but there's certainly a size and strength. As you can see, King Kong Bundy sending Pierre the Mountie down on one knee. And our referee closely attends, asking Pierre the Mountie if he'd like to go home. Well, we're pretty close to Canada right now, up in North Conway. We're way up here in the mountains. The dare program, that's right. Oh, he steps down across the foot of King Kong Bundy. Pulls it up with a big boot to the midsection. Irish whip in the corner. And King Kong Bundy sent railing now. Tries to catch him with his own move. The avalanche. That's King Kong Bundy's move, the avalanche. One leg outside the ring now as our referee calls up to break the hold. Down across the inseam now. The inner thigh of King Kong Bundy stretching out those muscles. He's got the big man down on 2 knees. You gotta keep the big man down. That's how you can sort of get his size and strength away from him. Because you're all the same size when you're on that mat, you're down in that square circle. He's going outside the ring now using that cable again. Trying to choke King Kong Bundy. There you go, he's wasting time. There's a lot of time wasted. See, King Kong Bundy, he don't waste time. He grabbed you right away. Then he's using the top rope now across his throat. And the referee trying to keep order in this match. Oh, this is a big, big, big match here for the EPW Heavyweight Championship. And this referee, I tell you, you gotta be careful around King Kong Bundy. You step on you, walk beside you, knock it down. Before you know it, we got no official in the ring. And they're counting on Pierre the Mountie now, trying to catch his wind outside the ring. As an experience, I think he's giving King Kong Bundy time to get his wind back. He may have had King Kong Bundy hurt a little while ago, but he got his stamina back. He's in the middle of the ring now. The big mammoth of a man, 550 pounds. Anything is liable to happen, and usually does here in Empire Pro Wrestling. Oh, big kick to the rib cage now as King Kong Bundy. I didn't realize he could snap his foot up that quick as he pulls him in the ring the hard way. Pierre the Mountie now. Looking to be on the little receiving end of King Kong Bundy. Big whip now as King Kong Bundy. Oh, he sends him in. No! Pierre gets up the arm for the clothesline. Another clothesline. That looks like a weak one. He's trying to set up King Kong Bundy for something now. He's going up to that top rope. This Pierre the Mountie looks to be a little disoriented a minute ago. Walking in circles now as King Kong Bundy way over. Oh, he catches him with the big flying clothesline off the top rope. Oh, just a two-count. He may call that the clothesline from Canada. And he got another move called Air Pierre, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get that on the big man, King Kong Bundy, as he reverses into the corner now. And the referee's getting too close. He just got avalanche. The referee just got avalanche. And a second one by King Kong Bundy. Oh, he's getting him over. He has him down now. It's all over. Call a cab. King Kong Bundy has just defended. Look what, we got Aaron Morrison, Kid USA. Oh, it's Carnage in the ring. A headbutt. There's Carnage in the ring of the midget. What's the mighty midget doing in there? Oh, he walks into a brick wall now. King Kong Bundy sizing him up. No, what's he gonna do? Oh! Oh my God, the carnage of it all! What has he done? This midget looks like... We're gonna have to call an ambulance for this midget. King Kong Bundy, the meanest man in EPW. Look at the growl on his face. And that happy grobbler, that happy manager, Christopher Grant, that coyote, defending that title. That poor Irish leprechaun. Look at the carnage as Kid USA and our referee Paul King carry out this groveling little midget. Look at the sign. Oh, they crushed
Pro
him.
Wrestling coming at you right here in Conway, New Hampshire. And we got a new star coming up here, a bright star coming to Conway, and all you people, look at the size of his arms. He's in the gym training 3 or 4 hours a day for Empire Pro Wrestling. He wants to win that EPW championship. Is that correct here in Empire Pro
That
Wrestling?
is correct. I have an open contract. I will take on anybody that you guys have to offer. Throw them all at me, bring them all at once. I will take them all down.
Okay, you got it right here from Hercules Hernandez tonight here in Conway, New Hampshire. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Prettiest
Wrestling today. Take us to the
We're back here, Empire Pro Wrestling, coming at you with our wrap-up of the evening. It's Sweet Scott Ashworth, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man too sweet to be sour, with his manager, Christopher Grant. It's too sweet. The man that's too pretty, the one that messes his hair up here at Empire Pro Wrestling. And his opponent, Hercules Hernandez Jr. This match is for the #1 contender championship match. The winner of this match would be the #1 contender for King Kong Bundy's championship. As you saw in that last match, carnage, if you will, with King Kong Bundy wiping out the ring, as well as crushing that mighty midget, the Irish Leprechaun. You get word from the back that the mighty midget has been rushed off to the Conway Hospital, the emergency ward, if you will, having a hard time breathing. Well, you can understand it with the 550-pound knee coming down into the chest of him. Okay, let's get back to the action in the ring now as our referee, Paul King, checking out the two combatants in the battle. And there's the bell. Empire Pro Wrestling. This match is the wind-up. Hope you enjoyed the Night of Champions here in Conway, New Hampshire. It's the Night of Champions. That's right, all the great, great matches. You saw Super Bad Steve Bradley. He defended that championship against Brickhouse Baker. And then the #1 contender, light heavyweight contender. That's right. El Mascarado was victorious. And then we went on to that big man versus the little man. The midget against Aaron Morrison. And Aaron Morrison was on the wrong side of that flying body press. As well as the world famous wrestling clown was victorious. As well as King Kong Bundy. With the 747 splash right after that avalanche. And then we got the big one right here. Sweet Scott Ashworth against Hercules Hernandez Jr. As you can see that double bicep now as the crowd starts to give its applause for that well-trained physique and body of Hercules Hernandez Jr. Very, very, very tough opponent here. Sweet Scott, double leg trip up, walking down the back of Hercules Hernandez Jr. I think he's playing with the mind now. He's playing a little mind game now as Sweet Scott Ashworth. Don't like to get his hair messed up. Oh yeah, it's Sweet Scott now as Hercules drops down with a go behind. And they're feeling each other out now as they switch it up. Hercules sits out. Oh, what do we got there? A little Rokishi. A little Rokishi for Hercules, if you will. There's that the flamboyant actions of Sweet Scott Ashworth, a veteran here in Empire Pro Wrestling. Been up and down the East Coast, wrestling all the big names. Greg the Hammer Valentine, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, as well as many, many more. Being around this illustrious business for some time now. Working his way up and down the East Coast, all the independent cards. You're liable to see Sweet Scott Ashworth, that's right. The flamboyant one. Off the ropes now as Hercules Hernandez drops the shoulder down now. Leveling Sweet Scott with a trip up. And Hercules does a little do-si-do on the back of his Keys to Beast there a little bit. And he got him in the corner now, a big flying bail. As Hercules Hernandez scoops him up for a big flying body slam. Oh, down across the back now. And he's going in again for his own version of the Rokishi. The world famous move now by the big man in the WWE. As you see a lot of these wrestlers are picking up, trying to take the moves of all these superstars. As you know, there's only two big wrestling organizations that are on TV these days. The WWE, formerly the WWF, as well as the NWA, TNA, totally non-stop action with all the great names down there. They got their hands on some great ones down there in NWA. Kurt Hennig, Scott Hall. That's right, they got a lot of great names down there, as well as Shamrock made an appearance, as well as Sabu. They got the Truth down there, as well as the Road Dogg, better known as the Road Dogg, now known as BB James, or whatever you will, when he changed up his name. And then the Irish are by the corner into the hip toss again now, as Sweet Scott. Ho walks into that big clothesline now as Hercules Hernandez. Ho tries for a drop kick now. That was more like a belly kick. Caught him up there with that. Oh, he's trying to set him up now for that big suplex. Oh, got him outside that ring, right over that top rope, and there's that Coyote. Christopher Grand tripping up Hercules as Scott comes off the top rope with that big elbow now as Hercules Hernandez now sent railing. And our referee, Paul King, with a few words of wisdom for the Coyote. Now as Sweet Scott Ashworth now finds his man on the mat, a couple of boots to the lower kidney area. On the side headlock now. Oh, there you saw that thumb right into the eye now as he falsified that hair pull. Had the referee Paul King get relocated, and he stuck that thumb right into the eye now as the experienced man, Sweet Scott Ashworth, he wants to be the #1 contender for Bundy's championship. And they're down on those ropes now, those steel cables down. Looks like a blatant chokehold as the referee Paul King breaks it up. And the Coyote steps in. There's that dirty trickster, that Christopher Grand. You can't turn your back on him. Can't trust him with your keys, let alone cheese. He's very tricky, that Coyote. Unbelievable wrestling fans. These matches coming to you from North Conway, the Night of Champions. We're wrapping it up right here with the #1 contender match. The winner of this match will be the #1 contender for the oldest faction independent championship, the EPW championship. And I'm Rocky Raymond, often imitated but never duplicated, where anything is liable to happen here on Empire Pro Wrestling. It already did. As you can see in that last match, the Kalish in the ring, King Kong Bundy wiping the ring out, as well as crushing that midget. We got a reversal here now as a big flying clothesline into the chest now of Hercules Hernandez and Sweet Scott Ashworth. Oh, he's got more moves than a bowl of jello, this man. He's the veteran of the two, more ring experience, as you could see earlier in the match. Moving that referee around. Oh, another big elbow down across the forehead of Hercules Hernandez Jr. He's setting him up now for a big suplex. It looks like he's going to take him home. Oh, looks like Hercules now. He's trying to reverse it. Oh, Hercules blocks it. And a second block. And there he goes over the back now as Sweet Scott Ashworth. You think got him in trouble. Oh, he got him in the Stone Cold. Just when you think you got him in trouble, he comes up with the Stone Cold Stunner. That's Sweet Scott Ashworth. Oh, boy. Coming up. Oh, come on. You got to hook the leg now. There's that arrogance. That's what gets in the way of a lot of these wrestlers. The inexperience and arrogance. You got to hook the leg. As Hercules Hernandez kicks out. And now referee Paul King right on the action off the rope now. Sweet Scott Ashworth. Drop down. Oh, a collision here. Looks like, oh, there he is again. Unbelievable. That was another. Sweet Scott down on the mat now. As the Coyote jumped up, hit Hercules in the head with a forearm, causing him to fall down on his own man. And they're going back and forth now here. Back, tooth and nail, back and forth. Setting him up for a pump slam, it looks like. Trying to get that pump handle low. Low blow by Sweet Scott. There's that ring savvy by Sweet Scott. Now he's telling the referee, I don't know what he's telling him. And the Coyote up on that ring apron again. He's reaching down. Oh! What kind of foreign substance has he thrown off the ropes? Knocking the man off the apron. Flying body press. Paul King's right there. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, our Night of Champions has come to an end. Hope to see you next time on Empire Pro Wrestling's Best of Empire Pro Wrestling, coming to you from A&T Broadband. It's Hercules Hernandez as he goes around to the crowd. It's been a great night of action. King Kong Bundy defending his championship. And all the counters he caused in the ring, and Sweet Scott Ashworth a little mixed up. Oh yeah, you're still pretty okay. And you can see our great crowd here in North Conway, New Hampshire. We want to say goodbye. Hope to see you next time on the Best of Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you. So long from ringside.